This is Santarem, a quiet country village nestled in a valley less than 40 miles from Fatima, Portugal, the site of one of the most compelling apparitions of Our Lady that has ever occurred. Like Fatima, the town of Santarem has also experienced a visit from above. Around the year 1247, an unnamed woman living in Santarem, Portugal, was told by a sorceress to steal a consecrated host from the Church of St. Stephen's. According to the story, this unnamed woman from Santarem was very unhappy, convinced that her husband of many years did not love her and was being unfaithful. Driven mad with her pain and at a loss for what to do, she went to a sorceress. The sorceress promised her that her husband would return to his loving ways, but only if she would bring her, the sorceress, a consecrated host, which she would have to steal from the altar of St. Stephen's Church. The woman agreed to the sorceress' terms. She went to Mass at the Church of St. Stephen and received communion, but did not consume the host. Instead, she left the church immediately, taking the host out of her mouth. She then started the short walk to the home of the sorceress. While the woman ran from the church, the host began to bleed, and later transformed into living flesh while in the woman's home. The transformed host rests and it is venerated over the main altar of St. Stephen's Church to this very day. We are here in front of the Church of St. Stephen. It's the Church of the Holy Miracle. As you can see, they have here Holy Miracle of Santarem. Santarem is the city. And then they have 1247 2018. 1247 is the year that the miracle took place. Here we have a very beautiful tile. Portugal is very known for its tiles. It loves to represent its history and its devotions in tiles. So again, it's the tile of where showing the monstrance where the sacred host is kept. And here again says Holy Miracle of Santarem. Now, going in this direction, it's where the woman, as she came out from the church where she had stolen the host, she came here, all right, and she turned left, where she went down these steps here. Okay, here we are in front at the beginning of the steps where the woman coming out of the church, having with her the stolen host, went down. Here we have a sign which in Portuguese reads Escadinhas do Milagre, which means steps of the miracle. Okay, so she went down these steps and she ran into some people who, seeing her with blood on her clothing, on her veil, thought that she was actually wounded. That is the first time that she perceived that the host was bleeding. She then became very scared and turned around and went back in this direction, okay, towards her house. After she arrived home, the woman stuffed the blood-stained veil and host into the bottom of a trunk, saying nothing about what had happened to her husband. This is the house of the woman of the miracle, whose name we don't know. We came from the church. It's about 2 or 3 blocks from the church of St. Stephen's to here. And this is where she brought the stolen host. So this is actually where the miracle actually took place. Later in the night, they were both awakened by mysterious bright rays of light coming from the trunk. penetrating the wood and illuminating the entire room. The wife then told her husband of her theft, and both of them knelt in adoration for the remaining hours until morning, when the parish priest was summoned. News of the mysterious event spread quickly and attracted countless townspeople who wanted to contemplate the miracle. The bloody host was quickly returned to the Church of St. Stephen. In an effort to contain the blood along with the host was encased in wax and secured in the tabernacle. The wax was later replaced with a pure crystal pyx surrounding both the host and the still liquid blood. Miraculously, after 750 years, some of the precious blood still remains in liquid form, defying the laws of nature. The host is no longer a perfect circle. It resembles real flesh with delicate veins running from top to bottom, where a quantity of blood is collected in the crystal pyx. This is a book which relates the miracle of Santarem, the Holy Miracle, and they have an interesting breakdown of visits from all over the world. And so I just wanted to read a few years, because I find it very impressive how many Americans come to visit in comparison to other countries. So let's see here. 1999, we have Portugal, 5,053, United States, 6,535. In the year 2000, we had Portugal, 5,242 visitors. From Switzerland, 29. From Poland, 177. From United States, 11,547. It is amazing how this miracle attracts a lot of Americans from the United States. And the manifestation of the divine that occurred all those years ago in the little town of Santarem continues to draw visitors from around the globe to this very day.